Chris Hammond comes to the
fielder, Chris Hammond.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Mateo is under it and lines up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's hitting over 400 so far here in April. On left, but he's off to a great start.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2. Chopped foul wide of first. Bases are empty, one man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Yeah, and you know, there's no more valuable weapon for a pitcher to have than the ability to miss bats. And while time will tell if this prized prospect develops into a strikeout pitcher, he can now celebrate his first at this level no matter what.
Miguel Santiago is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. I'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Dan Anderson will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Dan Anderson.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Line to the right side, but foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. With a moment now, here's a look at the Portland defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
Right here. Come on now.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's
and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Jonathan Diaz will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Vincent Rios comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have
to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We'll go now to the top. Chris Hammond digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now to the plate, Zach Montes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Hey, we got one here.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here, 6 already, and that's out number 2. Miguel Santiago stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Here we go.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Hot shot toward third, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, if you stay out of the middle, you'll have a chance, but neither of these teams are going to miss a fat pitch down Broadway, and he just drives this into left for a base hit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
2-2.
To 2-2 now.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
First offering on its way.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well,
that misses. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
To short, hit hard, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 3 innings complete. The Thunder are on top, 1-0. Jake Gamble is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Catcher, Jake Gamble.
Hey, no outs. No outs now.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Line hard. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Now batting,
Jonathan Diaz steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
Hey, we got one.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Hey, come on, guys.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring them out.
Coleman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead. What do you say now?
Maurice Coleman is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sinker, inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with Vincent Rios comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Vincent Rios.
Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Chris Hammond comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That ball's fast.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already.
Come on now, here we go.
That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. Trenton leads this one 1-0. Miguel Santiago will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around.
Miguel Santiago.
Hey, come on now.
In there, no balls and a strike. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High and deep to straightaway right. Allswede looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Bases are empty here, nobody out.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
1-2 now.
1-2.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, when you talk about a great 1-2 combination, here it is. Go high and tight on the previous pitch, and then low and away for the punch-out. That's a great job of changing the line of sight for the hitter, and it really paid off there.
Stepping in now, Chris Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Jake Gamble steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
One away, one away.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Bat splinters as this is on the ground at first base. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Jonathan Diaz stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. In there at the knees, strike 1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, double him up. Let's go.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Push to the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman. Maurice Coleman strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home.
Hit me. 4.
The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Trey Fowler will trot in from the bullpen. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Kenny Powers is our subject, and what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Portland Sea Dogs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Kenny Powers, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. We'll see if he can do that here.
Cecil Douglas heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Cecil Douglas.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
The 1-2 pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's got that batting average over 300 on the season, a milestone any hitter would be proud of. Been aggressive at the right times, and he's not taking himself out of at-bats by swinging at bad pitches.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded to short. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. And with that, here's a look at the Portland defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Ryan Morgan will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. First pitch on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Felipe Barreto will stand in with an even 300 average here in the month of April. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Hey, come on now, get him yourself.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Kyle Parker will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
Oh, yeah, that's the pitch right there. If he keeps that sinker to the outside part of the plate, he's going to do just fine. If that thing flattens out just a little bit, or if he gets it towards the middle of the plate, it's going to be a long game.
Hey, 2 away, 2 away.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Gil Garcia leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. To 2-2 now.
And that's how he'll use that sinker against lefties. Start it down and in and let it work its magic.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit out towards second. To his right eye bar. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
In now, Eric Heim, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Stay ahead, buddy.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
A wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker, 2-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. still 2-2. Full count. 3-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, he's just putting on a clinic out there right now. Let's check it out on Show Track. Well, these guys are just having all sorts of trouble figuring him out. Strikes out his 6th batter of the game so far.
Alejandro Herman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. Cecil Douglas is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Here we go, boys.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting.
Julio Velasquez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Skied into straightaway right. Allsweed is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Chris Standridge is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So stepping in, number 14, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Come on now.
And a ball, 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Ibar is right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Felipe Barreto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important...
Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit hard down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Kyle Parker comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hey, here we go. No outs now.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in one. A runner at first with no outs here. The 0-1 on its way. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Montañez is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Now to the plate, Gil Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
We got one here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner's on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's on the money, but dropped at second base. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Trying to hold the lead. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit to short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Eric Heim will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You've got to believe he's going to keep going back to that slider. It's been great for him so far.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And another foul ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Good battle. Count remains full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, we got 2 down.
All right, come on now.
Chop foul right at home plate. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball. Cecil Douglas will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Off the plate, one ball, one strike. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Julio Velasquez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Chris Standridge stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Plays at 1 now.
That evens it up, 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Ibar is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give him fits out there. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. And the Sea Dogs lead. Ryan Morgan will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Let's go.
In there, strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And he lays off for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Felipe Barreto will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 1 out, nobody on.
Come on, guys.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Tapped up the first baseline. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Bases are empty, one man out. Up the middle and off his leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Kyle Parker is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
We got two
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. On now to the bottom. Gil Garcia comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Eric Heim stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Alejandro Herman will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Hey, 2 away now. That's ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the line.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Cecil Douglas will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So, good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and this, in fact, is the 3rd time he's victimized this guy.
Hey, we got one.
Standing in now, Julio Velasquez. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1,
1 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0.
Two tough sliders there back-to-back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Chris Standridge will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB the Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Sea Dogs come out on top, 5-0. So long, everybody.
Our final line score. First,